G'day and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we're going to make this simple cowl. It is very beautiful and it is called the Coraline in Morocco one skein cowl crochet pattern. This pattern was written by Simply Collectible Crochet and I will put a link for the written pattern in the description box. I would recommend this pattern for beginners. So let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need a yarn needle with a large eye, a pair of scissors, a crochet hook to go with the yarn, and the pattern recommends a 8mm crochet hook. This is also a L size crochet hook. And the pattern recommends Red Heart reflective yarn, and I would like to say a huge thank you to Red Heart for supplying the yarn in this project. I have not used this yarn yet before, but it looks fantastic when it's reflective. But for the video I'm going to use Red Heart Shimmer because I think this colour may be a little bit dark for the videos. And I've only got this colour. So this is the yarn recommended for the pattern anyway. So we've got that one. But I am going to use Red Heart Shimmer. This one here is a bulky yarn, which is category 5, and recommends a 6mm crochet hook. And this one that I'm going to be using in the video is Red Heart Shimmer. It says it's category 4, but it's actually closer to a DK or an 8-ply yarn. I'm just trying to find the, there we go, crochet hook size 4, 4mm, around about a G size crochet hook. But I will be using 2 strands of yarn held together. So I do actually have another one to the side. So I will be using 2 strands held together. So if you're using 8-ply or double knit, you can use 2 strands, or you can use the Red Heart reflective yarn. It is thicker than worsted weight, but if that's all you've got, worsted weight or a 10-ply yarn's all you got, I'm sure you can substitute that for this project. The Red Heart with Love would be a very nice yarn to use because it's lovely and soft. So let's put our supplies to the side and we can get started on the pattern. And the written pattern is from Simply Collectible Crochet. So I'd like to say a huge thank you for allowing me to make a video on this gorgeous pattern. Now the sample that I worked up, I will show you, just to see if I could make the pattern, was using Red Heart Shimmer in the purple. There's a dark purple colour. And I just paired it with a purple yarn, just a plain purple yarn, which is an 8-ply or a double knit. So you can see the 2 yarns there. One is a shimmer and then one is just a plain 8-ply yarn, double knit yarn, so pop that aside. But the yarn I've used for that is really dark as well, so I think using the blue shimmer is just going to be perfect. So grabbing your yarn, whether you're using 2 strands of 8-ply or double knit or 1 strand of the reflective, and the colour used in the written pattern is called Peacock, and that is a very beautiful blue colour. So you can use 2 strands of 8-ply or double knit or 1 strand of the reflective or 1 strand of a worsted weight yarn. You're going to grab your 8mm or L size crochet hook, and when we use 2 strands of yarn we just treat it as one, so we just hold them together and we're going to make a slip knot, and we're going to make that any way that you feel comfortable. And it says chain 1, and we're going to foundation half double crochet 73 times. So to do a foundation half double crochet, if you don't know how to do one, I do have a more detailed video on my channel, but this is how we do the foundation half double crochet. We yarn over like we're going to do a half double crochet and we go into the chain. We pull through like a half double crochet and we've got 3 loops on our hook. Because we've got 2 strands of yarn it will be 6, but it's counted as 3. What we're going to do is we're going to do the chain first. So we're going to yarn over, pull through the loop and make a chain. So our chain is here. And then we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 to complete the half double crochet. In the chain that we just did, which is here on the side, that's where we're going to work. So we yarn over, then go through both loops on the chain, pull up, work your 1 chain. What I like to do is grab hold of that chain so I know exactly where I'm going to be working into when I go to do my next stitch. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Again, yarn over, go into the chain, going under all loops, pull up, do your chain, yarn over and do all 3. Yarn over, go into the chain, pull up, make your chain first, yarn over and go through all 3. We need to do this until we've got 73 foundation half double crochets. See, I made it look really hard at first, didn't I? It's really not. So do your chain first, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. I'm going to continue on until we have 73 foundation half double crochets. After we have all of our foundation half double crochets, you will have a lot more than me. For the video, I'm just going to be making a small sample. It is a lot easier for me to get it in front of the camera and without getting myself completely tied in knots. What we want to do now is we're going to join it, and we're just going to, I'm just going to put the crochet hook back in my right hand because I'm right-handed. We're going to grab our piece of crochet with the tail on our left hand side. We're just going to fold that around so that it makes a continuous circle and it's not twisted at all. I'm just going to pick my yarn back up. We're going to go under the chain 1. We're going to join to the chain 1, and it's just here. So we're going to grab our yarn and pull through, and we're just joining with a slip stitch. So just pull that snug. And then we're on to round 2. We're going to chain 3. We're going to skip 1. And we're going to double crochet and chain 1 into the next stitch. So we're going to skip 1, so that's this one. And in that one there, we're going to do a double crochet and a chain 1. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. So we're going to skip this one into the next one. We're going to work a double crochet and a chain 1. Skip 1. So skip 1 into the next one, double crochet and chain 1. And it'll create a mesh pattern, which is a double crochet to chain 1, and we're skipping 1 down there so that we've got these little gaps. So we're going to skip 1 into the next one. We're going to do a double crochet and a chain 1, and then we're just repeating this all the way around. So pause the video and I'll meet up with you when we are ready to join. So I'm coming around to the end, and I've gone double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and our next one is where we did our beginning chain 3. We're going to find the second chain of the chain 3, so 1 and 2. We're going to go into the second one, and we're going to do a slip stitch to join our work. And round 3, we're just going to repeat, round 3, 4 and 5, we're going to repeat round 2. So it's chaining up 3, skip the chain and double crochet, chain 1 into the next. So double crochet, chain 1, skip the chain, double crochet, and chain 1 into the next double crochet. Oops, dropped all the loops. So chain 1. So we're just basically working in all the double crochets of the round. We're not working into the chain 1, just the double crochet. Going into the top of that one. But, oh, what is going on? Well, tension. Double crochet, chain 1, and then again we're going to repeat this all the way around. So this is round 3, and we want to repeat this until we have a total of 5 rounds altogether. When you have your 5 rounds complete, and again this is just a sample so it won't look the same as yours, what we need to do is work the last round, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work in both stitches. So we're going to be working into the chain and also the double crochet, and we're going to work a half double crochet. So yarning over, going into the chain and working a half double crochet. And also the double crochet there, we're going to work a half double crochet in there. Going into the chain. Trying to go under both loops. And then also in the double crochet. And this is just going to give it a nice edging and finish off the cowl. Oops. Oh, we're having a shocker today, aren't we? We've got yarn balls flying everywhere, we've got tension that won't do what it's supposed to. And then we've got our beautiful edging, and that just finishes off the cowl there. So continue around working a half double crochet into your chain and each double crochet, and I'll see you when we are ready to join. When we have finished our round, we are going to join, and we're going to join into the first chain that we did there at the beginning of the round, because it counts as a stitch in this pattern. So going under the loops of the chain and yarning over, pull through, and then pull through for a slip stitch, and that joins the round. So that looks really cool. I know this looks really small, but I will show you my version. I whipped this up last night, so filming in the dark wouldn't have really made any sense. Love the way this one sparkles. Love the dark purple shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. So what we need to do now is cut off our yarn, and we need to sew in our ends. So I'll just pop that aside. We're going to sew in our ends, and this is where we started the round. And you'll notice that there's this little split because we joined the round. We worked it flat, but then we joined it. So we're just going to sew this together and then close up the gap. So it looks like that we worked in the round, but we didn't. We did it the easy way, and we worked it flat and then joined. So there we go, it's all joined together, and then we are going to sew in our ends. And I like to usually go to the back of the work, and then I'll put my crochet hook underneath the stitches at the back, and then just weave it in and out of the stitches there. And then just trim off any excess that you have. I'm not going to, because I'm actually going to undo this pattern, so I'm not going to sew that in too well. So that little loose bit would be a lot tighter, of course, if you're sewing your ends properly. And then that's the end of our pattern. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think that looks really good. You could almost make a little cuff out of that. It's a bit big for my wrist, but I think it would look fantastic. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe. There's always plenty of more videos to come here on Bob Wilson 123. If you'd like to check out previous videos, click on my username and that will take you straight to my channel. Please share your creation on our Facebook pages. I will put the link to Simply Collectible Crochet in the description box, and it is very easy to find on Facebook if you're already on Facebook. I will also put the link to my Facebook page. We would love to see what you've been up to. We love watching people's colour combinations, and also works in progress photos are great too. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crochet. Into the chain, and you want to go through all loops. As you can see, I'm not quite getting it. Okay, why am I making this look so hard? It's the back loop that you want to be able to grab.